Hello and welcome to another YouTube video here on this channel. Today I am showing you how I take book notes. I just read the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek, and after I'm done with reading the book, I go into my highlights, which I handwrite, and I chose to handwrite them simply because I remember more, and studies show that you actually remember more when you do handwritten notes. So that's why I have handwritten all of my notes into my bullet journal, but I go in and I highlight the most important things. So the things I believe are most important, I highlight all of them inside of my bullet journal, and all of these highlights will be migrated into my note-taking app of choice, which is Heptabase, which I will show you later in this video. But I don't just highlight the most important things. When I am done with highlighting, I also go in and I write a full page about the book. So I write a full page about my own thoughts, and this doesn't get migrated. Maybe I should do that, but the most important thing about the books I'm reading is my personal thoughts. So I go in and I handwrite a full page of what I've learned, what I believe is the most important things, and just in general what I think about the book. And every time I'm looking for something or just want to see if a book should be revisited, this is the page I will probably go to. Now that you have seen some of my workflow on how I take book notes, this is the rest. This is when I come into Heptabase and I write everything that I have marked as important inside of my bullet journal into this app. So that's how I do it. I just write them down. Some of them might be made out to become new cards, so I could turn these to new cards. I could turn these to headings, but most of them will probably stay inside of here. I could turn everything into a new card if I wanted to, but as I said, most of them will stay inside of here and they will get highlighted as I go. So I will color all of these blocks differently depending on what I find important. So I will highlight inside of here as well. But I have started and I will just continue to write down all of my notes. After I've done with this, I will just go in and make sure that it is placed on the correct space. I don't do much more about my notes right now. I will probably come back to it several times in the future, but right now that's all I do. And I just want to jump into my card library as well and check for uncategorized, and here we can see that the author is uncategorized. I will give this the category tag, and if we go back into my categories, you can see that I have my authors inside of here. So that's my whole entire workflow around taking book notes. It is a lot, and I do a lot, both because I like doing it, but mostly because I want to remember as much as possible, but I also want to be able to find the most important stuff easily. So I have a lot of notes in my bullet journal if I ever need to come back to them, but most of the important stuff is inside of my note-taking app, and that's simply how I do note-taking and book note-taking. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. This channel is all about productivity, mental health, and mindful productivity, and I hope to see you again quite soon.